100 rated chess. But you're hungry. If you can capture, you must. If you capture 9 pieces, or pawns, you become full and can eat at your own pace. Aha. So unlike anti-chess, this challenge puts a limit on how much I have to suffer. Sounds fun. We get a 151 from Vietnam. E4. E4 may sound a bit too aggressive for such a challenge, but I think it should be better to just suffer the 9 captures and then we play normal chess instead of avoiding captures throughout the whole game. I can do this. E5. Aha. I want to go knight f3 playing like a normal person, but that will obviously force my knight to capture on e5 next move, and if he defends the pawn before that then I'm losing a whole knight for free. We have to play a different opening. F4. I'll take his pawn next if he doesn't take mine, but if he takes then I can freely go knight f3 and my knight won't be attacking anything. He takes f4. Knight f3. Well, I mean, now if he goes g5 I have to blunder the knight, but let's just hope he doesn't know about that. I mean, I'm not even attacking his f-pawn, so there is no reason to defend it anyway. Knight f6. e5. Knight d5. c4. Alright, this is all the center pawns that I can push. I'll delay the d-pawn until much later because if it is forced to make a capture then I'll have to blunder the queen. Man, I really need to find a way to trade off the woman real fast before she's eventually forced to die. No. No. Why? D takes e3 is forced. Alright, 1 capture out of 9. Now that I think about it, 9 is actually more than half of his entire board. This is going to take a while. F takes e3. Bishop takes e3 is kinda forced. I'll delay the queen's move. Who knows, maybe something can happen that can save her. d6. Aha. He takes d6. Ha. You see? Now if he can just not take this pawn then I won't have to sack my queen anymore, or maybe he can also take the pawn with his own queen and allow a queen trade, but honestly even if he just takes with the bishop here then my queen will at least be sacked for a bishop. Anything worse. Let's go. Never mind. Instead of the other captures he chose to isolate a pawn instead to ruin my challenge. Very funny. Bishop takes a7 is kinda forced. Maybe queen b6 saving the day. Didn't happen. Well, I guess at least I can keep the bishop. Queen takes d6 is forced. 5 out of 9, it's alright. We can do this. Queen takes d6. And surprisingly enough there is absolutely no more capture in this position. I spent my time to double check. Bishop back to f2. Bishop b4. Bishop e2. Can't move the bishops out too far. They'll die to the challenge. Bishop takes f3. Aha. That allows the 6th capture. And this time, I guess I'll take with the bishop. Putting the bishop in front of 3 possible captures, but fortunately enough all 3 of them are good captures. Only knight d8 here can turn this into a blunder, but no one plays like that anyway. Right? Knight b4. Very aggressive. Bishop takes b7 is forced. Knight c2 check. Aha. King f1 here blunders queen d1 bishop e1 queen e1 checkmate in 2. Therefore, king e2 is kinda forced. Queen d1 regardless. Okay, now I suspect this guy is playing with his older brother or something and his brother didn't expect me to find that mate in 2 so he didn't warn him about it. But anyway, rook takes d1. Absolutely perfect. 8 out of 9. Now he takes my rook, I take his rook and I win. Knight takes a1. Bishop takes a1 is forced. That is 9 captures out of 9, and since there isn't a lot to talk about now that I only have to play normal chess, I'll show you the quick version of the game instead. Mission accomplished.